Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 13th Annual Excellence in Reusable Packaging Award Ceremony. We're so thrilled to be able to offer this program to truly put a showcase on excellence in the reusable packaging industry that's taking place out in the markets. And that's one of the signatures of this particular event, is that it really reflects real-world innovation, commercial applications of success stories that are driving reusable packaging systems out in the marketplace. And it's so valuable to be able to recognize and capture what's taking place to be able to drive value to the business holders and operations who are working with reusable packaging systems. In our 13th year, we've been able to identify along the way many unique applications of reuse. And I'm so pleased to say that each year, it seems like all the applications are taken up a notch in terms of their thoughtfulness in design, in terms of the technology considerations, the data supporting the environmental benefits of each of the solutions. And it's fantastic to see the evolution about how these great ideas are going through the rigors of reusable packaging applications and coming out with truly success that are providing great values to those stakeholders that are using these products in the marketplace. This year, we get to celebrate 3 applications, 4 companies total, that have participated in our Excellence in Reusable Packaging Award program. We have 3 categories. One is a reusable packaging system that is the traditional award established 13 years ago. This award looks at how reuse is being utilized within a full supply chain, looking at both economic and environmental benefits of that full system of reuse. The second category is design innovation, and it's really taking a look at how we solve problems through design. Many of the problems and challenges we have around the world is a result of poor design. And we really look to see how design can solve problems in the marketplace, overcome obstacles to make them commercial success. And here's a chance to shed light on a particular design that has achieved a tremendous barrier and overcome to be able to show success in the marketplace. And our third session is product technology. Certainly one of the more exciting areas of the reusable packaging industry on how technology is driving new value associated with reusable packaging systems. And when we have the technology category, we also include automation as well, and how we can automate systems with reusable packaging to drive cost savings and efficiencies and labor support in the use of reusable packaging products. I'm very pleased that our winners are here to accept the award and also talk about their individual success stories of using their products that won this award. They are truly excellence in their own product development and applications, and it's an honor to be able to showcase them here as part of our awards ceremony. So without further ado, I want to introduce the first category of reusable system in our awards. And this particular winner, if we can show on the screen here, is Cummins Inc., along with their partner, Sergere, in looking at really 2 facets of Cummins distribution and operations of their company in terms of providing power solutions. One is they have a tremendous organization around their reusable packaging program. And that's coupled then also with technology to have smart, connected, reusable packaging to support the management of these assets and their profile in terms of being used within the applications of their operations. And it's that combination of both reusable packaging and a structured program with technology that's driving significant value, high read rates, and ultimately meeting company sustainability and economic goals and objectives. So starting, we'd like to bring to stage the team from Cummins Inc. and also Sergere to be able to accept their award and tell us a little more about their success story. Okay. This is to the Cummins team. this is to this. There you go.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I want to thank, first of all, the program management team. They've done an awesome job getting this operational in less than 2 years. Our environmental team at Cummins also for helping fund us. And of course, our partner, Sergere, who have given us the ability to make this reality. So really appreciate that. And most of all, I appreciate Cummins for being forward thinking when it comes to solving environmental and sustainability issues.
Okay, I think we've got a video that we can play that really captures the essence of their award-winning reusable packaging program.
At Cummins, we're investing in returnable packaging to improve quality, increase transportation density, and most importantly, to achieve our 2030 environmental goals on waste reduction.
In 2018, Cummins generated £145 million worth of waste. That's the equivalent of 135,000 6.7 litre mid-range engines. Almost every region is looking at legislation to reduce the amount of packaging waste or improve waste infrastructure.
The packaging team is committed to significantly reducing our packaging waste in support of our company's larger Planet 2050 goals. Currently, the individual projects that we run only reduce packaging waste by about 4 to 5 million pounds a year. That is why we need to implement this returnable packaging program to break that cycle.
Our teams looked at materials arriving into our facilities, and they found that over 50% of those had some type of expendable packaging. That's things like wood, corrugated materials, or single-use plastics. That number is even higher in our distribution centers that service the aftermarket.
We want to flip that script. It's got to be 75% of inbound material being in returnable packaging. And this program will help us manage that.
We are going to provide our suppliers with returnable packaging. They will use that to pack and deliver parts to our distribution centers and manufacturing facilities.
We're going to put in place a series of container management centers, or CMCs.
Container management centers are a very important element in our approach. They help us clean, repair, and get our returnable packaging back to our suppliers. All of our packaging assets, whether it's existing returnable packaging or new returnable packaging, will be tagged with RFID tags.
Those tags will be read by scanners that are placed at portals throughout Cummins plants and supplier locations. And this will be tracked through our returnable packaging operations team, providing that tracking and accountability to our stakeholders.
RPP is already serving operations here in North America and looking to expand that within the region. We're also working with suppliers to convert their product to come into returnables. That will go on for several years. Next, we're looking to serve Europe and the UK, and then following that, India and China.
Up until now, it's been a small team within the Global Logistics Group actually executing this program. Starting now, we need everyone's help. This is absolutely critical to meeting our Planet 2050 goals. And we have to make sure everybody's rowing in the same direction, because if we're not, we just aren't going to make those goals.
Well, thank you again to the Cummins team and Sergere. It really shows the collaboration that's needed in all facets of making a successful reusable packaging program. So we can maybe get some pictures before we head off stage.
Great. Yep.
Who's got the trophy here? There you go. That's your colleague doing that. Sure. Careful down here. Thank you. All right, outstanding. Our next award winner in the category of design innovation is Seeing is Believing. And it made it to the stage. Alpau is the winner of our Excellence in Reusable Packaging Award for 2024 in the category Design Innovation. And really, the secret sauce is this fantastic, innovative combination of a flexible intermediate bulk container and a traditional intermediate bulk container, and really taking the advantages of and properties that are most beneficial of both concepts into a single design that is driving cost savings and improving handling throughout their applications in the marketplace. The numbers they submitted as far as reductions every step of the way of costs are phenomenal, and also because it's smartly designed in terms of its folding characteristics are really driving cost savings for transportation and handling. And it's a wonderful example about how you can take what exists and innovate around to create something totally new for the marketplace. So here to receive the award and talk more about this innovation, I'd like to bring up the team from Alpal here to accept it. Oh. Here you go. Yeah, we can do that here. Okay, good. I think you'll, oh, we'll do a picture first. Yeah, I'd probably rather do it before then. Oh yeah, there you go.
Click on the stage.
Yeah, here's the clicker here.
So we just wanted to kick off by honouring those who've given us a thumbs up in this process. And so to start off, we just wanted to obviously thank the judges for their time and sacrifice involved in reviewing the applications. And then secondly, and very importantly, to the Reusable Packaging Association. Yesterday, the Mars Global Packaging Director spoke of what he termed needing friends and family in the ecosystem of packaging pioneering. And that's what the Reusable Packaging Association has been for us, an invaluable source of support, partnership, and insight. So thank you, Tim and Todd and the team.
Thanks, Bianca. Bianca's got to rush off to do a lecture tomorrow at Columbia Business School and then back to her 3 young children. How old are they, Bianca? Tell us. So she's in a bit of a rush. She's flying out later this evening. So there's a couple of people that we would also just like to thank. But before we do that, people often say that timing is absolutely everything. And ours couldn't have possibly been any worse. We had just been given the green light to go ahead with the Alpal redesign, and the news of the COVID outbreak struck. So what was a difficult project was made even more challenging. With us sitting in the tip of the African continent in South Africa, our designers in Europe, our mold makers in the East, and not being able to travel anywhere, it made for a really difficult project. So just there's a couple of thank yous that we would like to say to a couple of people who played a key role or an integral role. To BPO, Yannick and his team, thank you very much. To Jeff Smith and the Reproplast team, thank you. And then to a very important partner of ours, Arjan Slachter from his team at Bayo Zarden. Bayo are a long-standing user of the Alpal system, and we relied very heavily on their user experience as we went through this design and development phase. So Arjan, a very big thank you to you. I'd also like just to thank Hein for an intervention, I would call it. When we developed the Alpal solution, we were very, very, very strictly focused on dry granular products. After a 1-minute conversation with Hein and his team in the 2022 Pack Expo, we were convinced otherwise, and we changed tact. So thank you, Hein. We now have a whole market in liquids that we never envisaged, and we're ready to go and enter that market. Also, just a thank you to our small Alpal team. It's been a very exciting couple of years. We've had our challenges, and I really do just look forward to what lies ahead. Bianca, thank you to you for the submission. It didn't just happen, it didn't just fall into place, so thank you for all your hard work. At Alpal, we are very, very passionate about efficiencies. and especially efficiencies that drive and enable circularity in markets that are currently served by single trip or limited use corrugate or paper IBCs. So it really was with this vision in mind that the following efficiency drivers formed the backbone of our design and development process. We wanted a solution that would maximize storage and warehousing efficiencies. We wanted to minimize empty return costs. We wanted to optimize reusability. And lastly, we wanted an affordable solution. So it was really these four drivers that drove the system that we have before us. The LPAL pallet frame system can reliably and safely stack 6 high due to the innovative load transfer system, collapses or flat packs to an empty return ratio of over 6:1 when containerized, therefore minimizing return costs, has an extensive useful life, which is further enhanced by it being a system of components, meaning components can be easily replaced, therefore driving or optimizing reusability. And lastly, it's affordable. We made some key design changes, as well as changing the way we make the product. We changed from rotational to injection molding, driving the cost of the product down. In closing, we believe LPAL offers an efficient, reliable, sustainable, and affordable alternative to that what is currently served by single-use or paper IBCs. Thank you all for your time. Tim and the RPA team, thank you very much for everything. And if you need any details, you can click on those and get some information. Thank you, Tim.
Don't forget your trophy.
Thought you was taking it with him.
Well, terrific. It's always wonderful to be able to show firsthand the creativity that's out in our industry today. Our third award in the product technology category, we often talk, and I certainly do, about the excitement behind technology applications that are making reusable packaging smart and connected, allowing for tracking and tracing and condition monitoring. But we have to also remember that there's a great deal of automation and support systems that are needed to make our reusable packaging work. You can have the smartest and greatest design in the world, but if you're not able to get the product back for reuse, it's not reusable. And so there are many functions associated with the return and the maintenance of these kind of products to be able to support their continued use. And none greater in terms of food safety and cleanliness and repair and the need to be able to process high volumes of reusable packaging to be able to make them reusable in a very cost-efficient way. Well, our third winner, Niagara Systems, has designed a new washing system associated with washing high volume of pallets. And pallets being ubiquitous in the transport of goods are always finding their ways in the very rugged supply chain that ultimately could be dirty, could need for cleaning for certain clean room applications. And so it's important to make sure that they can be cleaned and sanitized as well. Niagara Systems built a wonderful new technology associated with a long industrial washing equipment, and it's fantastic to be able to recognize their innovation in delivery of automation in washing machines that's enabling our industry to take applications to even greater importance and value in markets that are so sensitive to needing clean products in their use. So I'd like to call up Niagara Systems to receive our Product Technology Award for 2024. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. Wonderful. I'm just gonna.
Awesome.
Thank you. Let me give you the.
All right. Oh, sorry. How's everybody doing today? All right. Well, first, thanks to the RPA and to Tim. We joined this year, and it has been of great value. We actually we started in returnables back in the 30s, and we didn't really realize, what that market is. But we used to pick up the milk, milk bottles from the milkman, right? And that's how we originated back in 1934. And we've went into all different types of custom applications, dealing with washing, not just in returnables, but automotive, oils, greases, dirts, that kind of stuff. But obviously, we've been serving totes and pallet washing for several years, and then we realized, hey, why are we not part of this? Right, our equipment is valuable to these operations. So thank you so much for bringing us in and encouraging us to get involved. Thank you, and thank you to the judges for giving us this award and seeing all of the awesome products and technology out there. It's a little bit more gravity this week, right? Before it was, oh, this is really cool, right? But when you see it out here and then you're up here, it is really a great honor. So thank you so much. This is our clicker here. Yep. All right, cool. So first, I'll just introduce who we are a little bit. Obviously, we make industrial wash systems, and we've been around since 1934. We're part of a larger organization that specializes in all sorts of custom automation equipment. So we don't just design and build washers. We like to say we are more than washing, right? So many times integrators might purchase this, and that from a company, tie it all together. We like to design and build everything, and try to have the finger pointing when systems get integrated to a minimum, and really bring the holistic approach to automation. So basically, this technology, I'm actually going to step forward here. This is what it looks like. It is a large piece of equipment. It's about 120 feet long and 40 feet wide. And a forklift operator drops two stacks of 17 high pallets. We split them apart. We bring them through a destacking unit and dispense them one by one, where then we inspect them. We do a 3D scanning using cameras looking for damage. So if they're damaged, we then reject them, so send them out to repair. And if they're good, they go through our wash system, where we have oscillating nozzles, high pressure pumps for label removal, and then a blow off. And then on the back end, we do kind of the same thing, right? In inverse. So we're restacking and then bringing them back together. So if I go back here, really the goals were, how do I do 500 an hour? That's how it all started. It started an email with me. Somebody said, hey, can you wash 500 pallets an hour? I said, absolutely, right? And then we got into the details of how we actually do that. How are you going to load this piece of equipment, right? And really, nobody knew at that time. They just knew that there was an opportunity. So this piece of equipment is actually a revenue driver. It's not replacing operations. Somebody is going, and our end user is selling this as a service, right? So it's three pieces of equipment. So they'll actually be processing 1,500 pallets per hour. And it will generate about $30 million of revenue for that company. So if you were, and obviously washing in operations is not just revenue driving, it is something that needs to happen. I just saw your guys', your factory, all of that has to be washed eventually, right? And so what does that take? What would it take for our customer if they were going to do a manual operation to hit that production rate? It would take about 25 employees full-time for over 2 shifts to make that happen, okay? And what does that labor cost? It's about $1 million of labor annually, right? To run our piece of equipment, we're estimating it takes about $90,000 a year of gas, water, electric, utility stuff, right? And the downtime, right? Obviously, robots don't call off, right? They don't get sick. And the labor that you do have probably doesn't want to, right? They don't. It's a tough job to wash things all day, every day. So I think that bringing this type of technology in front of people, showing the value of that, is valuable for everybody here, right? So other reasons, obviously, if it's a revenue driver, that totally makes sense, right? And what else does it bring in terms of it's a part of our operations? Well, it's going to be reliable, consistent, and we can trace, right? We have data logging in our PLC. Again, we do all the integration, all the software development is all in-house. Safety, again, we talked about sort of the rough labor that it's taking over, right? It's not a fun job, it's also dangerous, right? You're dealing with chemistries, things that EH&S don't really want you to do, right? You have a stack of pallets if you're manually doing it. There's lots of lifting and lots of points there. The production, obviously, is the driver. The sustainability, if you're manually washing pallets at this point, you are probably using a pressure washer where most of that water is going to drain. So all of our equipment is fully recirculated, minus if there's a sanitizing need or a sterilizing need where it needs one pass chemical at the end. So, and then Uptown. Right now, this piece of equipment has now been in the field for about 6 weeks. The first one, we're putting the other one in hopefully in the next month. And right now, earlier today, I got an email that we're at 98% efficiency. So we're hoping to hit the 100 mark here, but obviously there's going to be some downtime on nuisance airs and whatnot. But right now, that's where we're at, and we're hoping to improve on that. And so how do we get there? Obviously, for us, it's a large project, right? We're a smaller company. We're about 43 employees. Everybody in our company touched this, right? So it starts, obviously, with a contact. We analyze the problem, right? We start conceptualizing with the customer, saying, all right, this is what we can do. Then we really define those requirements, make sure everybody's on the same page. And then, it gets into the engineering, right? That's you talked about design in the previous award winner. That is where we feel we are very strong, right? The engineering behind this was incredible. I would, if I came up here and didn't mention our mechanical designers, our electrical designers, I would be doing a disservice to our company for sure, because we have very, very brilliant men and women that worked on this. I think we spent near 7,000 engineering hours, both controls, mechanical, electrical, to make this happen. Right, so we get through the engineering, then the build, then we do the install, the support, and at the end, right now we're hitting almost 1,000 pallets or 500 pallets an hour on the first hill. Really, that's all I have on the technology itself. So if there's any questions, please feel free to contact me afterwards, all right? Thank you.
Thanks, Danny. Okay, thanks. We're going to conclude the Excellence in Reusable Packaging Award ceremony. Really want to thank you for taking time out of your day at this busy show to at least celebrate with us these excellence in reusable systems, design, and certainly technology, or in this case, automation. What you can see is each one is just very unique, but in many ways, everyone is central to successful reusable packaging solutions in the marketplace. And that's the information that we want to bring to light here and show that innovation from creativity and problem solving through design are all possible in bringing some great products to the marketplace that are really going to take reusable packaging up levels of new value creation and economic growth that's decoupled from consistent resource consumption and driving down environmental footprints in the marketplace. So thank you again for celebrating with us, and congratulations to our winners of the 2024 Excellence in Reusable Packaging Award.